Hello, this is Stephen Tyrone Cuffey, um, and this is TBC Live Broadcast number 27. I'd like to thank all of you for being here today. Just waiting for a few more viewers to come on. I just got off Randy Wilson, the voice of TBC, his live broadcast, and hopefully he asked that if anyone wanted to join him on some of his live broadcasts, and I told him I'd love to do that, and he said he would love to have me there because I think we have a lot of things in common on this quest of eradicating poverty, with TBC. I see that we have five viewers already. I know that Mary, being my moderator, and James are always there, and Edwin is here. Of course, some of my regulars are always here. We got Deidre. Is that Deidre Allen? Okay, yeah, that's wonderful. Thank you for so kindly for being here. And Jules is here, of course. I'd like to thank everyone for being here today. It's so often that we when we do our live broadcasts, and we have a lot more people doing live broadcasts today. I noticed, and I'm pleased. I like to clap for everyone that's doing that. But watching everyone doing live broadcasts, and everyone is doing a fine job, because we are talking about TBC. But sometimes we have to take a step back just a little bit. And I'm going to explain to you what I mean by that. We have to look at ourselves. And a lot of times I talk about this because we have to even check ourselves a little bit and see where we are in our lives currently. And maybe you need to just take a hard look at yourself and see where you are currently in your life. Are you really satisfied where you are? Because guess what? I know that I often talk about talking to as many people as possible, but guess what? If you're not right within yourself, if you don't have the right mindset or have goals to try to move forward in your life, it's just not going to work. See, this is the thing. You should be setting goals each day of what your day is going to be like. Maybe get you one of those day-by-day planners. Just turn the page. You can find them a lot of your different stores and department stores, or Office Max, these kind of things. We have these kind of stores in the US. Staples, all kind of just great. We can buy a lot of office type things. You can find these planners. Because I wonder if we just do you find yourself sometimes you get out of bed and you just don't have a plan of what you want to do that day? Or is that plan that you do have is just the same plan you always have? Is that really activity that you should be spending time with and trying to move your TBC goals ahead? Do you write things down on paper instead of always relying on memory? Because let me tell you about memory. A lot of things go through these ears per day from different people that we come in contact with. And see, what happens is a lot of things goes here, and sometimes we have great intentions of doing certain things, and what happens, it gets in the way and it causes barriers. Or it gets a little cloudy, makes things look cloudy of the things you really intend to do that day. And you find by the end of your day, and you before you get in bed, you say, well, what did I really accomplish that day? So I think you have to be strategic. That's number one. Be strategic about how you want to get your day going. Have some goals in mind each day of what you really want to do with your TBC experience, your TBC journey. Create your own, what they call your own rock bottom. What's good for you? may not be for good for everyone else. See, these are kind of things I think we don't often talk about when we do our live broadcasts. We tend to talk about everything TBC, but sometimes you have to look in the mirror and maybe, or just, I'm not saying just talk to yourself, but think about the things that's going on in your head, things that you're trying to accomplish. We have to be just vigilant. We have to write things down sometime. I talked about when you talking to someone about TBC, have some pictures, show them something. Because just like I was on Bitcoin Scott's live broadcast, he talked about me when I said something about, showing pictures. He said I was right. And I am right about that. I learned a long time that you can talk your head off about something. And sometimes you'll find yourself and talk yourself right out of something. It's right over somebody. They think you're off over left field somewhere. They just don't know what you're talking about. Everybody does not know what cryptocurrency is. That's a very new phenomenon in the world. Everybody don't know what crypto money is. They don't know what TBC, the Billion Coin, is. See, I talked about before. We say TBC, 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 TBC. But when you're talking to people, you said so much that you say TBC, and they're saying, "What is that? What is TBC?" So you should be saying the Billion Coin, the Billion Coin, the Billion Coin. You see what I'm saying? And they'll say, "What is the Billion Coin?" And 9 times out of 10, you know the answer. But it's the terminology that we use sometimes that we got to be real careful. We're all doing a wonderful job in a live broadcast. I'm happy to see people are stepping out on a limb and really talking about some things in TBC and in their lives as in concert with TBC. And this one here that I want to talk about, number 3, the first one is be strategic. The next one, create your own rock bottom. And the third one is this. This is one that's really, really, really what you got to listen to. Don't be average. You hear that? Don't be average. Don't just be average. People that are joiners of TBC, they're average. See? They're average. But builders are not just average. You see what I said? Joiners are average, but builders are not average. So don't be just average in your quest to eradicate poverty. Don't be average just to talk to someone and hitting every single thing that you should be saying or showing to that person. Be excited, my God. Be excited about what you have to offer. If you talk like this, I came across this awesome opportunity called the Billion Coin, and I can't tell you what it's doing for me. Or you're going to have a lot of energy when you're talking to the person. On the blog, they had a script. I think that's an awesome script, by the way. But you know what you should be doing? You should be going through that script over and over and over and over and over and over again. So you can kind of memorize it. Because see, that's what I'm doing. I keep going through reading it, and I break it down in pieces. Because see, that's a lot to say. You may not see it all. You may say just enough to get someone interested. Because see, some of these orphans, they are so out of contact with TBC because their sponsors have left them for whatever reason. So it's so important, so important to be careful what you're saying and how you're saying it. But don't be average, people. Don't be average in TBC. We have a lot of average people in this world. You know? Number 4, discipline yourself. A lot of you are just not disciplined about this TBC. You got good intentions, but are you really disciplined? Ask yourself, are you disciplined enough to really be one of the soldiers in this thing? Are you a soldier? Are you going to be a soldier and lock arms with us and get rid of this poverty that's all over the place, all in your area of the world, all over the place? The elite is trying to take over. So are you going to be disciplined enough? Are you going to discipline yourself to know what to do when someone come try to challenge you about our coin? Are you going to be disciplined enough to be able to be, I'm going to say it again, are you disciplined enough if you have a troll or naysayer, wherever you want to call them, try to challenge you? Because they're still out there. They may have been a little quiet lately, but they're still watching us. And as we continue to grow, now over 3 million, well over 3 million members, on our way to 4 million, and our coin is over $3.7 million per coin, on its way to $4 million US dollars per coin. Protect, I've said this in past videos before, treat it like it's your house. Protect your house. You won't let someone come in your house and cause havoc. You know what I mean? Think about that. You won't let anybody come in your house to cause. Oh, you'll discipline yourself then. I'm sure about that. Let's do that. Number 5, just keep going. Number 5, keep going. Just keep plugging, keep plugging, keep plugging. Success is on that other side. You haven't reached it yet. A lot of you think, oh, I got some success because I got millions of dollars in my TBC wallet. That's not success. That's not total success. That's just money. The way I look at success, how many people can I help? How many people can I help out there use what's already here in their brain? All of us are born with it. Awesome God put it all here for us. How can I get those people out there to change what's in here? Because see what has happened, so much has gone through these ears over the years. It's like peeling away the layers. I've heard Randy say that before. It's like peeling away the layers. See, we didn't say this is going to be easy to reach all these poor people, because that's all they know. All of us, some of us have our own poverty, but we're nowhere near as poor as some of the people on the streets that don't know when they're going to get their next meal, let alone know what about a roof over their head. And lastly, this is another one. Don't be a gazelle. Gazelles just gallop around, gallop around. Be a lion. Don't sit and don't see you see people. I know you see someone that you think you want to talk about TBC. Just don't sit there and wait. It's like waiting a lion, waiting on their prey. I watched a video today, and you saw the female lion, and all these different herds of other animals was going by, right? And she was just sitting, waiting. And guess what the male lion did? Ran right person, boom, grabbed him, tackled him, and did his thing, because that was his meal. That's what you got to be, like a lion. Come on, be like a lion when trying to tackle this poverty. Be like a lion. Don't be like a gazelle. I'm just going. I'm just galloping along. Don't be like that. Be a lion. I thought about these things when I was, I thought about some of these things. We have to really, really, really try to work harder than what we are doing. We're saying all the right things. Take action. Get some of these people to take action. Some of these orphans to take action. I'm starting to reach out to some of the people that I referred Crinkle Cash that never even bothered even looked at even purchasing any cookies. They just signed up for Crinkle Cash and that was it. So we should be looking in our genealogy area, our genealogy tree, in our Crinkle Cash back office. Reach out to some of those. Don't just wait till our leads come. I think that's going to be a whole not like another monster to tackle. Be ready for your questions, because how many days we got left? We got 10 more days to migration, to start a migration. 10 days to April 30th. 10 days. Are you ready? Are you really ready? Or are you just saying you're ready? So, as I think about where we are right now, I just wonder if a lot of us are really, truly, truly plugged in, like I've always said. Are we really trying to help people? Or are we just saying it? Are we really pushing towards getting to be 10, 100, 100? Are we really doing that? You're right. You're so right, Bitcoin Scott. I talked about that yesterday, about leading by example. Because if we can't expect anyone on our team to do anything if we can't lead by example. If we're the leader, are you really leading? Because see, guess what? Your team is not going to do no more than what you do. You may find somebody on your team that's a go-getter. Y'all need some go-getter type people on your team. Don't you be the only go-getter if you are a go-getter. You see what I'm saying? Lead, like you were saying, lead by example. Be the example for your team. I have someone on my team. She's stepping out on her. You'll probably hear from her real soon. I'm not gonna say her name, but and I'm gonna refer people to her because she hasn't started, but she's so geared to doing that. Something that I thought about to reach out to some of my team. I did in a previous business I was involved in that was very successful. I started doing conference calls. because they are free conference calls, and people all over the world can get on them. You know, because I'm thinking about doing it with some of my team, and maybe invite other people who want to get on. Because I think some people have to work on themselves. I think I don't know why I'm feeling this way, but I'm thinking that maybe some people, even on this live broadcast, perhaps, maybe it's some things you got to improve in yourself to really get you in gear to push you forward a little harder. You know? That's right. Duplications of leaders. I like that. I like that. Murray, you're doing a wonderful job. I appreciate it. You know, I'm glad that Randy brought that up about being a builder this week. That was right on the money. That was great. That was great. Great topics this week. I'm coming at the near of my live broadcast. It's 30 minutes go by so fast. I got maybe about 7 to 8 more minutes. I was on. I tell you what. I tell you, what's his name? Gerard. I don't know if he's here. I don't see his name down, but I'm gonna say this to you. He's so funny. He's a genius. He said I'll be a genius soon, because he said, Steve, you're the expert. Uh, they're just. I don't put a. It's just fun. That's all it is. You know. They recognize me as expert and one of the greatest leaders in TBC community. So that's okay. I'm not. I don't put myself on a pedestal. I'm about helping others. I just know what I know. I'm just engaged into what I'm and learning just as much. You know, Randy, and he's here. He's awesome. You know, he couldn't have brought that subject about being a joiner or builder any better than anyone else in our community could have done. That should have made that should have been put on the blog. Some of us need to look at that video over and over again, because maybe they thought with themselves, they thought maybe they were a builder. Oh no, a lot of us are not builders that think we are builders. A lot of us are not even 10, 100, 100. When it comes to giving 100 people their crinkle cash, a lot of people make excuses. I was on Dan Luke's last night, on his live broadcast. I'm gonna tell you, they getting Randy and Dan Luke. They got their own websites. It's very nice, very comprehensive. We got to remember. I must mention this one again. Remember, you don't have to all accept cash. Whatever is good for you. If you want to accept other cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Ethereum, or Litecoin, or whatever. Oh, speaking of that, just clicked in my mind. I mentioned it on Dan Lux. I happen to be helping out some people paying their $10 fee. But they're sending me the $10 or whatever, and because I have a Coinbase, I have about 5 cryptocurrency wallets, and Coinbase being one of them. And I paid by Bitcoin, and guess what? One of them was just 11 cents, and the other one was 9 cents. Now, I'm not speaking of every cryptocurrency wallet out there, because some of them charge their own fees. So I'm not saying everyone is low. I found out through blockchain.info, there is also low there too. So I'm letting you know that because the Bitcoin and Ethereum and Litecoin is down, the fees are low. So there are really no excuse for you paying this $10. On $10, only 9 cents and 11 cents for 2 people on my team? Oh, come on. See, I told you I had just a few that needed to pay. Most of them 90% of them have paid already. These $10 fees have to be paid. And now you heard about this blog, right? As of June 1st, you can't even talk about cookie rewards next even the one down the road in November. If that $10 hasn't been paid, you're not even going to be on a new blockchain, a new network, the new TBC wallet. If your $10 annual subscription, you can cash is not paid, or perhaps your $10 lifetime wallet fee. It's not. You're not going to move forward. That is a no-nonsense fee. It has to be paid. So better get busy because they're going to lose a lot of their own money that they hold so dear. So let me just say this. Oh, Jeff Lawrence, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. He said about his transactions getting canceled. I'm not sure why it's getting canceled. I don't know whether you're computing the right amount that you're trying to transact. It could be different reasons. Make sure you read the blog. The blog we had last week talked about what? You only can do $1,000 worth of transaction per day. And anything below 500 is good. 500 above can get flagged by a commissioner. And both parties, the buyer and seller, have to prove that transaction was good for TBC admin commissioner to approve it. See, you have to know these little things. These little things are just to me, it's just so easy. It just comes to my mind automatically. I know the answers to it. I got to get with Mom's because she has some questions. Trying to see if I can answer her questions about some things she's doing with a customer. Yes. It's yeah. When you're right, Bitcoin Scott. I know that when Bitcoin was higher, get this, last December, right before Christmas, when my two kids, got in, and they're young millionaires, and this is the thing. I paid, get this, I paid like $10 on $10. I paid like $27 for one and $26 for the other. That's because back then Bitcoin was $18,000, $19,000 per coin. The fees were just atrocious back then. But in some cases, in some cryptocurrency wallets, they have come down. And then you have the other payment options in your group cash back offices, Ethereum and Litecoin. So the credit card system is still down. Don't think that's going to work. Don't send people to that. Don't leave it to them because they're going to go to credit card. And they're going to have some issues. So, but anyway, I'm at the end of my time. If you came in late, you can always go back and watch it once I stop it. But I'd like to thank everyone for being here today. And I'll be here tomorrow. I'll be here tomorrow, and I will at the same time. I've already scheduled it. It's in slot 15. I try to keep it during that same time. Not unless someone beats me to that time and put in that slot, then I got to come half an hour later. But I'd like to thank all of you for being here today and supporting me. I've got between 11 to 12 or 13 or 15 viewers on an average. That's great. I like to have more viewers. Try to get your people out to my live broadcast as well as others. And Mary's right. I do let people know when I find out someone is doing a live broadcast. We have to support each other. I don't mean to pester and bother people. I don't know what's going on in your life, but I just let you know anyway, so we all can stay engaged, because you just may learn something from someone else. That's why I support everyone. I don't know it all. I learn from everyone else too. So thank you so much. Thank you, Mary, once again. Thank you, the voice of TBC, being here. And I would try to, I got to go on my future net and let you know I like to be on your live broadcast. Because I do have future net. I have forgotten. I even had it. I had gotten it last year, and I signed up for it. And it's just like another Facebook, but to me, I think it's a better platform actually in Facebook. My opinion. I'm like Randy. So y'all have a wonderful day. And remember, one last thing that I spoke of. When you do your live broadcast, make sure you're posting it on the testimonial page of your Crew Cash back office or after you log into the website, your TBC website, on the testimonial. Put them all there. Put them all there. Flood your live broadcast so our admin can watch them, because they enjoy watching these live broadcasts. They're real pleased about who are here really doing these live broadcasts on a regular basis. Okay? Okay. Bye, TBCians. Y'all have a great day. Stephen Tyrone Cuffey signing out.